I'm Michaela Hopkins. I'm 21 years old. I live in Salt Lake City, Utah. I am a filmmaker, an artist, and a photographer, and this is how my life has changed during a pandemic. I was in school, working part-time, doing that early 20s thing. Literally weeks before lockdown started, I was flying out on location for a film, and suddenly everything went crazy. It went from like this, should we go out? Yeah, whatever, it's not that bad here, to this, don't leave your house unless you absolutely have to. And that shift was very unexpected, I think, for most people. That's why the reaction has been so strong. People don't know what to do, so they go out and hoard toilet paper and water and medical supplies to have some sort of control, or at least a feeling of control. And now we're seeing the opposite reaction happen. It's one of those stages of grief, and people are hitting denial and anger. There were protests this last weekend to open businesses back up. It's scary, and we can only hope that cases from the protests don't start showing up. The medical system is quickly becoming overwhelmed, and other countries like Italy don't have the resources to take care of people and have had to make the choices of who gets resources, and in other words, who gets to live. This has had such a profound impact globally, but I want to take you into what it's been like living through a pandemic in my own personal life. I live in Utah and I have my entire life, and the education system here has taught us that there's going to be this giant earthquake, super overdue, and when it happens, all of the faults are going to give, and pretty much everything and everybody we know will be gone. It's some pretty heavy shit to tell a third grader. So when I wake up to my bed shaking and the dresser going crazy and things on my walls flying around, not only was I super disoriented, but the first thing that came to my head was, this is the big one. And I didn't know what to expect, and I didn't know how bad it was going to get. My boyfriend was sleeping next to me, and he said the first thing that came to his mind was, so this is how I go. It's scary. Luckily it was only a 5.7, and it didn't get any worse than that. But during a time when everybody's already really high stress, that was just kind of the icing on top. And it really scared a lot of people and made a huge change in, the public reaction here, because we were already scared. We're stuck in our homes, and now there's an earthquake. It was just a lot. About 2 weeks after all this, my boyfriend breaks his hand, snaps his ring and pinky finger at the base of the bone near the wrist. The doctors say they never see breaks like this. His hand looks like, as he calls it, a Ninja Turtle hand. It is curved at the top. It's green from all of the bruising. There are no knuckles. It was hard to look at for sure. They scheduled him for surgery the next day. I've been in a weird place mentally and emotionally through all of this. It's getting really hard, and I already suffer from various mental health issues. I literally almost shaved my head. It's actually a miracle that I still have this hair. So I may not have shaved my head. What I did do, though, there are only so many things you can do to your hair, and only so many people who are willing to let you experiment on theirs until you have to face what's really going on. And I wasn't doing okay. People are struggling in so many ways, and even though we're in isolation, we're not alone in it. This is a global experience. When this whole thing is over, and it will be, it has to be, I have no doubt we will have created so many beautiful things and gotten to know ourselves better.